Sanchez, reporting managing projects for management information systems. So managing projects is under chapter 14, and the first part will be discussed is the opening case as CocaCola Open Happiness. Then the next topic is the importance of project management, and the third topic is selecting projects. So, the Coca-Cola Company, as the world's leading owner and marketer of non-alcoholic beverages brands, is also the world's largest manufacturer, distributor, and marketer of concentrates and syrups used to produce non-alcoholic beverages. Coke offers its concentrates to independent bottlers in 200 countries, and in fact, Coke owns 12 brands that sells more than $1 billion a year. Coke Bottling had been using an older project management software tool to coordinate companies' hundreds of projects, but by 2010, it required many features that project managers want to ease their duties. The software was unable to account for cost, predict financial needs, comply with federal regulation and due diligence requests, and allocate resources efficiently. Project teams need to go back to senior management to ask for more money because projects routinely exceeded their initial approved budgets. Time and money were wasted gathering data from several locations and offhand analysis on spreadsheets. Management sought to have a new project management tool that could track all projects in the firm, utilize existing SAP or system application and products databases, and reporting tools, and integrate with its server environment. So, Bottling chooses the Microsoft Office Enterprise Project Management solution, which includes Microsoft Office Enterprise Server 2007, Microsoft Office Project Server 2007, and Microsoft Office Project Professional 2007. The EPM is integrated with Windows SharePoint services so that users can update project information, manage documents, and track risks and issues using common SharePoint sites known as project workspaces. They also hire Project Solutions Group to assist them to train employees in implementing the system. For the first time, the company has a centralized repository of the cash flow and capital requirement of projects. With the EPM solution, project administrators can request the amount of capital they need with a high degree of accuracy from the outset of the project. The field also uses the project gate methodology to ensure that all projects go through the same management process. The company was able to improve project inventory management by applying an enterprise-wide project management software tool that was tightly integrated with its existing enterprise database environment and its desktop software. Management was wise enough to change the organization by creating Project Management Office and develop a new set of management practices to ensure the software performed up to the expectation. So, under the importance of project management, information system projects take much more time and money to implement. Develop a new system must be carefully managed and orchestrated because there is a very high failure rate among information system projects. It is essential to have knowledge about managing information systems projects and the reasons why they succeed or fail. So runaway projects and failures. Systems development project without proper management will most likely suffer with the following consequences. Costs that vastly exceeded budgets, unexpected time slippage, technical performance that is less than expected, failure to obtain anticipated benefits. With a system failure, users often have to develop parallel or similar manual systems to make these systems work, and that itself is already a waste of time, money, and effort. Actual design of the systems may fail to capture essential business requirements, or information provided may not be enough to be helpful. Format may be impossible to digest, or wrong pieces of data are represented. User interface is the part of the system which end users interact. Having poor user interface arranged may be a factor that leads to wrong information submitted, or they tend not to submit data. In this case, system tool and the end users miscommunicated. So project management objectives. So first, let us identify project. It is a planned series of related activities for achieving a specific business objective. Information system projects includes development of new information system, enhancement and improvement of the existing system, or upgrade or replacement of the firm's information technology infrastructure. So project management, it refers to the application of knowledge, skills, tools, and techniques to achieve specific targets within specified budget and time constraints. Project management activities includes planning the work, assessing the risk, estimating resources required, organizing the work, acquiring human and material resources, assigning tasks, directing activities, controlling project execution, reporting progress, and analyzing the results. So there are five major variables of project management for information systems. First is the scope. It defines which work is included or not in a project. All the work required should be defined and ensured that the scope of the project that does not expand beyond what was originally intended. So time, project management tries to determine the time required to complete every task and establish a schedule for work completion. Based on the time to complete the cost of human resources that required to complete the project, and also the cost of the hardware and software and workspace is also a variable. The quality is an indicator of how the result satisfies the objectives specified by the management. So the quality should should help to improve organizational performance and decision making, accuracy and timeliness of information produced by the new system, and of course, it should be ease of use. So, the possible risk refers to the potential problems that would threaten the success of the project. So, these are how to prevent project from achieving its objectives, increasing the time and cost, lowering quality of project outputs, and preventing the project from completion. So the next part is selecting projects. How we will be able to select projects. So management structure for information systems projects. So figure shows the elements of a management structure for information system projects in a large corporation. It helps ensure that the most important projects are given priority. So on the top part, on the senior management, it's the corporate strategic planning group which is responsible for developing the firm's strategic plan, which may require the development of new systems. Then next, under also the senior management group, is the information system steering committee. So they are responsible for the system's development and operation. So this group is composed of department heads from both end users and information system areas. So this group will review and approve plan for systems in all divisions, seeks to coordinate and integrate systems, and select specific information systems project. So the third group is the project management group. It is on the middle that is composed of the middle management. So project management group is composed of information system managers and end user managers that are responsible for overseeing several specific information systems project. Then on the operational management is the project team. So the project team is directly responsible for the individual system managers, and they are supervised by the project management group. Team consists of system analysis specialists from the relevant end users business areas. So application programmers and perhaps database specialists. The mix of skills and the size of the project team depend on the specific nature of the system solution. So linking the system projects to the business plan. Of course, organization needs to develop information system plan to identify the information system projects that will deliver the most business value and supports their overall business plan. So you have to link it in which strategic systems are incorporated into top level planning. The plan serves as a roadmap indicating the following. First is the direction of the systems or the development plan. So it is also known as the purpose of the information system plan. Next part is the rationale. The third part is the current system situations or the new developments to consider. The fourth part is the management strategy that will be implied. And then the next is the implementation plan. And of course, the last part is the budget. Okay, critical success factors. So the organization must have a clear understanding of both long and short-term information requirements to develop an effective information system plan. The strategic analysis will be determined by a small number of CFS, or the critical success factors of the different managers. New information systems should focus on providing information that helps the firm to meet the goals by giving the information that will address the CSFs. For example, the CSFs for the automobile industry might include styling, the quality, and the cost to meet the goals of the business plan of increasing the market share and raising the profits. So the method for this is the principal method is used in the CFF analysis is personal interview with few of the top managers. So given example, we have four managers, which is manager 1, A to manager D. So identifying their goals and resulting CSFs. Then these personal CSFs of each managers are aggregated to picture the firm's CSFs. And then systems are built to deliver information on these critical success factors. The method's primary weaknesses is that there is no rigorous way in which individual CSFs can be into a clear company pattern. What may be critical to a manager may not be important for the organization. Another uh, another way on how to select the project is by the portfolio analysis. So portfolio analysis inventories all the organization's information systems, projects, and assets. It includes infrastructures, outsourcing contracts, and licenses. Once strategic analysis has determined the overall direction of the system's development, portfolio analysis can be used to evaluate alternative system projects. So companies should examine their portfolio in terms of potential business and likely risk. Certain kinds of projects should be avoided altogether and others develop rapidly. There is no ideal mixed companies in different industries because they have different profiles. So on the given figure, so we have and high risk and high benefits. You should be cautiously examine it. The low benefit and high risk, of course, you have to avoid it. Then the low benefits and low risk, you have to identify, you have to routine uh, the you have to routine the project. And on the high benefit but low risk, of course, you have to identify which is the risk and develop it. So another form of selecting project is by means of scoring model. So scoring model is useful for selecting projects where many criteria must be considered. So the criteria was placed in the given example on the first column. So it assigns weight to various features of the system and then calculates the weighted totals. So the firm must decide among two alternative enterprise resource planning or ERPs system. So on the first column is the listed criteria that the decision makers will use to evaluate the systems, and these criteria are usually the result of lengthy discussions among the decision-making group. So the second column, of course, is the weight that the decision makers attach to the decision criteria. The third and the fifth column shows the percentage of requirement for each function that each alternative ERP systems can provide. We have two. So in this case, its vendor scores can be calculated by multiplying the percentage of requirement met for each function by the weight attached to that function. ERP system B on this given example has the highest total score. Often of the most important outcome of scoring model is not the score but the agreement on the criteria used to judge a system. The model requires experts who understands the issues and of course the technology. Scoring models are used most commonly to confirm, to rationalize, and to support decisions rather than as of the final arbiters of the system selection. So those were the topics that I have discussed, and thank you for listening.